The giant Thiazi had been slain by the gods after stealing Idun and her apples. His daughter Skadi, fierce and proud, armed herself for vengeance and climbed toward Asgard alone. The gods feared another devastating war with the giants and chose negotiation instead of battle. Peace between the worlds remained fragile even after the earlier wars of gods and giants. Gold and treasure meant nothing to Skadi beside the death of her father. She demanded honor and justice worthy of a giant chief. The gods offered Skadi marriage among the Aesir, but she could only choose by the appearance of their feet. Hoping to claim the radiant Balder, she studied them carefully. Skadi believed the fairest feet belonged to Balder, yet she unknowingly chose Njord, lord of the sea and ships. Their marriage joined two completely different worlds. The gods had also demanded that Skadi laugh before peace could be sealed. Loki, ever chaotic and shameless, disgraced himself in a painful contest with a goat until even Skadi burst into laughter. Through humiliation and absurdity, Loki prevented bloodshed once again. Njord loved the sea winds, harbors, wealth, and seabirds, while Skadi belonged to silent mountains, winter forests, and the hunt. Neither could truly live in the other's world. The marriage slowly failed because sea and mountain, warmth and winter, civilization and wilderness could never fully unite. Their separation became a symbol of worlds that cannot remain together despite good intentions. Afterwards, Skadi became forever associated with winter, skiing, hunting, wolves, and the frozen wilderness. Njord remained tied to the sea, sailors, trade, and prosperity. Far away, another tale of desire and doom began. Freyr once sat upon Odin's high seat and looked across all realms. There he saw the giantess Gerda, shining with beauty among the dark forests of Jotunheim, and his heart became consumed with longing. Freyr's sorrow became so powerful that he could barely speak or eat. Even a god could be weakened by desire. At last, Freyr confessed his suffering to his servant Skirnir and surrendered his magical sword in exchange for help. The sword fought on its own and was one of the greatest treasures of the gods, yet Freyr willingly traded his future safety for love. Skirnir crossed frozen rivers and giant lands, carrying Freyr's desperate hopes into enemy territory. Gerda refused both treasure and promises, showing neither fear nor interest in the gods. Desperate to succeed, Skirnir turned to dark magic and terrible threats. He warned Gerda she would suffer loneliness, curses, madness, and misery if she continued refusing Freyr. The union that followed carried both romance and fear within it. At last, Gerda agreed to meet Freyr after 9 nights in a sacred grove, ending the gods' torment. Their union briefly joined gods and giants together in peace and fertility. Freyr later became deeply associated with harvests, prosperity, kingship, and the growth of life across Midgard. Yet, hidden beneath the joy was the seed of future disaster. Freyr had traded away the very weapon that might have saved him. During Ragnarok, Freyr would face the fire giant Surtur without his enchanted sword and fall in battle. Thus even love became part of the long chain of fate leading toward the doom of the gods.